Hi everyone, this is Mr Neel Raithatha, also known as the Wax Whisperer. Thank you for tuning into my latest video. The client in this procedure, their wife had contacted me for an emergency appointment. The client is an existing client of mine who's actually a hearing aid wearer as well, but I've not seen him throughout the pandemic for obvious reasons. The patient unfortunately is now housebound, in fact he's bedbound now, so he wasn't able to attend the clinic. So I visited their home, and the procedure is complex for a number of reasons. First of all, the patient was completely horizontal in bed. Normally I perform my procedures with the patient sat up, but in this case the patient was at home in their bed and the head laid back on the pillow. So you can perform the procedure with the patient laying down. It's just something that I don't often do, so it's a bit kind of out the box. It's in some ways, but after a minute or so I felt really comfortable actually. It felt so when you have microsuction performed typically at the hospital, they normally lay down on the couch, so but it's just when you're doing something different to what you're used to. Also, the patient's ear canal is very narrow, very twisty. The ear canal entrance is almost collapsed, it's shut, so I had to open up the ear canal wide enough to be able to insert both the endoscope tip and the suction probe. You can see we've got this plug of dead skin and wax. I'm just trying to wriggle this to the entrance. This entrance is completely shut, and I'm slowly bringing it forwards. It's a bit of a tug of war. And thirdly, the patient had caused a bit of trauma themselves to the entrance of the ear. You probably saw that, but you'll see it again. They've been scratching the entrance of the ear in an attempt to remove the wax. Fortunately, they weren't able to get their finger into the ear canal because the ear canal is completely shut and narrow. However, it has caused some trauma to the ear canal, and the ear canal is slightly even more inflamed at the entrance. It's already narrow and collapsed, but now it's become slightly inflamed. And because of a bit of inflammation, it increases the ear temperature. So as soon as I go in with the endoscope, it causes a bit of fogging, a bit of misting on the lens. But as soon as I put the suction probe in, that misting and fogging disappears. It dissipates immediately. So it's putting up a good fight, this plug of wax and skin. There's actually more than this. This is just the first plug, so it's quite a big plug here already. You can see all the skin coating the plug of wax. I'm just going back in, I'm stretching the ear open. So the reason why the view is slightly different so it's almost, you have to imagine, compared to my normal videos and procedures where the angle of the camera is rotated backwards, so anti-clockwise by 90 degrees. So it's quite a lot actually, it's more than I thought. So that's the second plug, and there's still another large plug here. And you saw a bit of misting, fogging there, but as soon as I went in with the suction probe, it dissipated. So this is the last piece of wax, I believe. It's quite dry in consistency. Patient wasn't able to wear their hearing aid. It was causing feedback, so whistling. That's because the sound amplified by the hearing aid hits the wax, it reflects back out, and the hearing aid re-amplifies that already amplified sound, and it goes around in a vicious circle, and we call that a feedback loop, or acoustic feedback. There's many names for it, and the hearing aid just whistles. So there's the eardrums. You can see it's rotated anti-clockwise by 90 degrees, but patient is very happy. I think the patient's wife was even more happier because she was really struggling conversing with the patient. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed that video, guys, and you're all having a wonderful weekend. Take care, bye.